He continues to be a warrior for people living with ALS while living with the disease himself.
Steve Gleason, one of Spokane's favorite sons, was back in the inland Northwest, seeing friends and family and raising money for his charity, Team Gleason. Earlier this week, Gleason spoke to our Deis in this exclusive interview.
I was honored to host the fundraising dinner following the Gleason Classic Golf Tournament here at the Kalispell Club on Monday. And even more honored to talk to Gleason about being back at home, dealing with the challenges of ALS, and continuing his mission with Team Gleason.
Steve Gleason may live in New Orleans now, but Spokane will always be his home.
His heart, his soul, his roots are from the Pacific Northwest. And you can tell that by the way he talks about his real home.
I'm always glad to be amongst the mountains and cool and clear rivers of the glorious Pacific Northwest. Being here in eastern Washington and the North Idaho region, this land fills the cup of my soul.
For years, Gleason has talked through an eye-tracking device on a computer. It's technology that provides him a voice and a voice for thousands of others with ALS. And it's exactly the kind of technology Team Gleason works to make more accessible.
We know from a clinical perspective, from a patient perspective, from a caretaker perspective, what's needed, how it needs to be done, and how we get it out there.
Team Gleason has spent over $18 million over the last decade, helping enrich the lives of more than 20,000 people. And the moments they share are what makes Gleason the most proud.
They tell us how the ability to communicate has changed their life. Or their trip allowed them to see their grandchild for the first time. We hear about the technology we gifted gave them back a level of independence.
Gleason has become the face of ALS. Last year, he was awarded the Congressional Gold Medal, the nation's highest civilian honor. He's an inspiration to millions, a responsibility he fully embraces.
I often have to step back and try to understand that the adversity I face is a brilliant opportunity for me to fulfill my ultimate purpose. If that inspires others to do the same, that may be part of all our purpose.
I mean, as a dad, as a husband, as a friend, as a mentor, as a leader, he kind of just checks off all those boxes. It's somebody in your corner that everybody should have, because it's somebody to look up to.
No one knows this better than Gleason's friends and family in Spokane, who hit the links at the Kalispell Club on Monday for the Gleason Classic Golf Tournament, raising close to $300,000 for Team Gleason, a significant amount after a challenging year for nonprofits.
We are grateful to all the generous people involved in this event and all the people who have helped make the Gleason Classic successful.
It's been more than 10 years since Gleason was diagnosed with ALS. The average life expectancy is 2 to 5 years from diagnosis. But through his daily challenges, Gleason has never lost his zest for life or his sense of humor.
I'd like to say I'm a naturally funny dude, but in reality, I think I just have no choice. Humor is definitely healing, so I work to use it as a healing tool.
Gleason cherishes all of life's little moments, but especially the ones he shares with his wife, Michelle, his 9-year-old son, Rivers, and his 2-year-old daughter, Gray.
I feel a sense of enormous and overwhelming gratitude. This life is so difficult for us as a family, but we have so many moments each day, moments of flourishing, and these moments don't escape me, and I often shed tears of joy. To be here, as a pretty involved father, 10 years later, such beauty, such gratitude.
And that perspective on life in the face of all he's been through over the last decade is what makes Gleason so special and Spokane so proud to call him one of our own. I'm Deis, 4 News Now.